Well, hey, LTD family, welcome back for another episode of the Morning Huddle. It's the week of January 12th through the 18th. I'm Sam.
I'm Jaquin.
And we're excited to jump into the next week of January. And we're still celebrating from the holidays. And we love any opportunity we get to share images and pictures of our teams having fun, because it's definitely a part of our culture here. And so we've got some fun pictures of, we'll start here with our Holiday Inn team during their Holiday Inn luncheon. And then, of course, our sales team going out to see The Grinch at the Ferguson Center. So having fun with the team. And then, of course, we've got our residents in Chesapeake. We have their fearless leader there, Shane, the tall guy in the middle with his flamingo sweater on, and the whole team just enjoying some great community and some time together before the holidays. We love to see their smiling faces. Listen, we've got a Chesapeake team that knows how to have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
They went bowling, a nice fun team outing, and look at them all dressed up with their wonderful holiday gear on. And then we always have our very sharp and professional team there at the DoubleTree, looking so nice for their holiday photo there. What a great leadership team they have. And then I wonder if you can guess who is the Grinch there at the Delta. Any ideas? I can tell you. That is their fearless leader, Mike Watterson, dressed up as the Grinch and having so much fun with the team there at the Delta during their Holiday Inn luncheon. And we have more to come, but this is a sneak peek of all of the fun festivities that all of the teams engaged in throughout the holiday season. So fun to see all of those pictures of community and really taking some time for fellowship. You know, we love to break bread together, and it means a lot because we're more than just a team, right? We're a family. So fun to be able to do that. And then again, January is that season for a lot of us, right, where we're starting to really gain some momentum. I feel like the holidays there's a little bit of indulgence going on there. Maybe some maybe not so great behaviors sort of get started during that time period. So it's a great time to reset. And then, of course, as we move through January, just thinking about, what are the behaviors, what are the things that we have put into place during this season to set us up for a really great 2026. So I'm curious, Jaquin, what are some of those behaviors, so some of those things that you guys have maybe thought about or really tried to hold firm to in this season starting off 2026?
What we always do is we always take the time to plan.
Yes.
We always wanted to be prepared. I know sometimes we do over prepared, but we love to prepare. We have a plan. It helps us to have no regrets. I don't want to have like, what if I could have, should have done it so I could have a better results. And our team's goal is always to make sure that we do better than how we did it in the past. I have a good example. We have the Maryland Housing Lodging Association annual meeting. It was a bit intimidating. These are all the executive managers for hoteliers in the state of Maryland, and they are going to be in our hotel, and I know they're going to be critical.
Of course.
And 100 people and all the board members, executive members are all going to be there for breakfast. And the team planned ahead. Everybody did such an amazing job. And like, there's a sense of pride, not just from the leadership team, all the way to our line level employees. I mean, they take pride, and even the line level employees, they felt empowered. One of our banquet servers, Sandra, she felt so empowered that she's gonna make the setup nice. She's gonna, like, have her touch and making sure like the banquet looks amazing. And we have gotten feedback from MHLA that they've had a really wonderful time with us.
So great. I love that. And I mean, thinking about that, just sort of the expectation of excellence, and then really thinking about what are the specific behaviors, the things that you do systematically to make sure that you produce an excellent experience. And I think we see that across all of all of our hotels. This being thoughtful and intentional about planning and preparing to make sure that we're prepared to welcome guests, and to give them the most excellent experience. And I certainly love to hear the word empowered, because
Mm-hmm.
making sure that all of our teams across across the hotels, and the restaurants, that they feel empowered, because they take pride in their work. They're empowered to make sure that our guests get the best of the best experience. And that's our vision as a company, right? It's the constant
Yeah.
pursuit to be better. So not just saying, hey, matching even what we did last time, even if it was sufficient, even if it was good, we want to be great. And we
Mm-hmm.
always want to be better each and every single time we get these opportunities. So I think that that's a wonderful thought and a great mindset to have as we move into 2026, sort of this operation, operating with excellence and always wanting to pursue being better than the last time, and finding ways and specific behaviors and things that we can put into place to make sure that that happens. It's not just, hey, I'd like to do it. It's how are we going to do it? It's the planning and the preparing that
Right.
helps to do that. So that's a great way to think about moving into 2026, and something I think we can all be a little bit better at in planning. So, all right, well, we are going to move into some of our celebrations. We have lots of January birthdays, which we love. We're going to start with January 12th. We've got Anthony at the Spring Hill Suites Chesapeake and Dana at the Residence in Chesapeake. Happy birthday.
On January 13th, we got Jillian from the Fairfield in Williamsburg and Delcy from the Delta Chesapeake. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, you guys. We've got January 14th, Logan at the LTD corporate office, and then Siobhan at the Doubletree, Columbia.
On January 15th, we got Helen from the Doubletree, Columbia. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, January 16th. We have John at the Holiday in Newport News and Charlene at the Super Chicks in Greenbrier. Happy birthday.
January 17th, we got Nalaya from Your Pie, Russ from the LTD Corporate, and Zalani from the Residence in Chesapeake. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. On January 18th, we've got four. We've got Kayla at the Spring Hill Suites Chesapeake. We have Amy Gilliam at the Holiday in Newport News. We have Amarion at Your Pie and Lindsay at the Delta Chesapeake. Happy birthday. And now we get to celebrate some work anniversaries. We'll start with January 13th, celebrating 1 year. So he's got a birthday and a work anniversary all in
Mhm.
the same week. Logan Schlick, congratulations.
January 17th, we got Crystal Gibbs celebrating 7 years from the Spring Hill Suites Chesapeake. Congratulations.
Congratulations. On the 18th, we have Nanjaro celebrating 3 years at the Holiday Inn Express Chesapeake. Congratulations. And now we get to celebrate our star player of the week. And we're so excited to celebrate who we call lovingly Boo Boo at the Fairfield Inn, in Williamsburg.
Shizana, or lovingly called Boo Boo, is a superstar. On a busy holiday week, Boo Boo completed her 15 rooms board and immediately started helping the supervisor and another room attendant on completing their rooms. She has the biggest smile and the first one through the door. She is a huge part of a strong team that is the Fairfield in Williamsburg. And this was submitted by Wendy Molina, Assistant GM at the Fairfield Williamsburg. That's impressive. After she finished her board, she
Mm-hmm.
went and like, okay, let me help you. Like that's a lot of work. That's
It
and with a
is.
smile on her face.
Yes, and that
That's
just shows you
impressive.
she's a team player, and we
Mm-hmm.
love that. And we have such a strong team there at the Fairfield, and they have quite their work cut out for them. Very busy holiday season, which is a wonderful
Mm-hmm.
thing. We're glad to be busy. But for your efforts, Boo Boo, we've got a $50 gift card coming your way, and we want to hear from you. How your teams or your peers or people that you see going above and beyond and living out our LTD values, we want to celebrate them as well. So feel free to send us an email, send us a direct message in Break Room. We'd love to connect with you and learn more about that person and celebrate them in their efforts. All right, and we're going to close up just like we do each and every week. And this is our word of the week in Espanol.
Constancia.
Consistency. It's exactly what we talked about. we know that consistent effort is what's going to make an impact. And so consistency is everything. So small, very easy steps are going to make such a big difference in the long term. That compounding interest is going to make a big difference. So
Mhm.
think about consistency in your behaviors and some things that we can put into place. And they're going to make such a tremendous impact when we all come together at the end of 2026. We're going to say, wow, look how far we've come. So we appreciate you guys. We hope that you have a wonderful week in this nice January, beautiful weather we've got. Let's lean in and
Get
get better
better
together.
together.
Thanks, you guys. Have a great
Thanks.
week.
Bye.